Well, I'm starting to feel like a circus performer today because we are juggling our commander and doing a lot of weird interactions. And just what commander are we juggling? Well, it's Hidetsugu and Kairi from March of the Machines. So this is Hidetsugu and Kairi for two colorless, two blue, and a black. You get a 5/4 Ogre Demon Dragon with flying that says when it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, then put 2 from your hand back on top of the library in any order. So it's Brainstorm built on as an ETB. And then when it dies, exile the top card of your library. Target opponent loses life equal to its mana value. If it's an instant or sorcery, you can cast the card without paying its mana cost. So there's a lot of applications here. We can get discount big spells. We can blast our opponent in the face for a lot of damage, or we can just exile some bigger permanent and then blast them in the face. But we don't get the permanents. That was one of the mistakes I made when I first read the card. So this came together as a little different than what I'm used to playing, but it makes liberal use of cloning for Hidetsugu and Kairi and some big nasty spells to really just mess with our opponents. So let's take a look. First column is our usual protection column. Being that we're in blue, I have access to a little bit of hexproof. I have Curator's Ward in there, but we also have a lot of stuff. Since we want Hidetsugu and Kairi to die, we have a lot of stuff that either brings them back directly, such as Omen of the Dead. We also have Phyrexian Reclamation in there. And we also have a lot of the stuff that says when this creature dies, return it to the battlefield or return it to your hand or whatever. Then we have a bunch of removal in there because we just got to try to get stuff out of the way because we do need to get some chip shots in with Hidetsugu to try to finish our opponents off. The trigger of damage is not going to be enough to kill them right off the bat. And then we have what I call the scry pile. Actually, this goes over here, but this is the scry pile. It's just all the stuff that we can have access to scry into, because sometimes you're going to have Hidetsugu and Kairi down, and you're just going to want to scry into something that you want to throw at their face. So this is the way we do it. Things like Metamized Prophecy, which doesn't see a lot of play, so I thought I'd try it here. We have Maya's Mind Tome. We have Treasure Map. I'm playing Oracle of the Alpha for the first time because it has the attack trigger for scrying. We have Woe Strider, Sack Something Scry. We also have the backside of Alrun, God of the Cosmos, which is Haka Whispering Raven for 1 in the blue, 3/3 flyer, that when it deals combat damage, return it to its owner's hand and then scry too. So that's just kind of a fun thing to throw in here that, once again, I've never played before. We have our Mana Rocks, and this is the usual Mana Rock Brigade here. The Arcane Signet, Cold Steel Heart, Mind Stone, Ornithopter of Paradise. We also have Midnight Clock since we're in blue. Burnished Heart, Relic of Legend, Solemn Simulacrum, Gilded Lotus, the usual suspects. But I have a higher amount of mana rocks in here because sometimes we need to hard cast those big spells because we're going to draw them and they're going to keep killing Hidetsugu and Kairi, and we can't get the cheaper casts that way. And then we have our card draw, which a couple of the spells are actually, it's Brainstorm itself, which is able to do the effect off of Hidetsugu and Kairi. And we also have Cavalier of Gales, which has the same triggering effect on it. We also have Consider and Behold the Multiverse. This is, cheap ways to kind of dig through the deck and get to stuff. Then we have a pile of clones. This is all the clones, this big long column here, that you're going to basically, for the most part, there's a few legendary clones in there that doesn't let the Hidetsugu and Kairi die, but sometimes you don't care about that. But you're gonna make a copy with like Thousand Face Shadow and one of your other creatures attacking, and then you're gonna Blade of Shared Souls, make a copy of Hidetsugu, sacrifice the copy. Glasspool Mimic, make a copy, sack it. You get the idea. You're making copies either with tokens or with these clones themselves, and you're basically just making it so you can sacrifice and get the death trigger part to get either a free spell off the top that you've already stacked with your scrying or the brainstorm style spells. And then we have Helm of the Host as just like a non-legendary cloning effect. It's just, you get multiple triggers. And then we have in the last column before the lands, we have what I call the big spells. They're things that we get for free, or they do like weird juggling tricks. And I'll explain what I got here. So first off, we have Bond of Revival and Rise from the Grave. Now, these are expensive, resurrection spells. Why am I running these? These are kind of fun because, one, you put that on top of your deck. Because, like, say you suspect or they have a removal spell in hand. You can put this on top with the trigger and then be like, go ahead and kill it. I dare you. They kill it. This triggers. They're going to lose 5 first off because it's a 5 cast spell. And then you get to bring back your Hidetsugu and Kairi and restack the top of the deck a second time. And then they still got to deal with the 5/4 flyer that's coming after them. So it's just a fun little way to juggle the things out of the deck. We also have extra turn spells like Karn's Temporal Sundering, and we also have Alrund's Epiphany. These are good things, to whip off the top of the deck for free, cast, take an extra turn, and get basically an additional attack phase out of Hidetsugu and Kairi. River's Rebuke, bounce all their stuff. True Polymorph. This has a couple of applications. We can either turn one of our other creatures, like the Raven, or like the Murderous Rider, or Airtie, or anything like that, into a second copy of Hidetsugu as a clone effect, or, and you're going to see this in the video, you can turn somebody else's stuff into another copy of something that's like way less, malicious towards you. So like their commander, and like they have like a little dork or something sitting there, you can turn their commander into the dork, and then it's not, really effective against us. We also have Command the Dreadhorde. Same concept as the Bond of Revival and the Rise from the Grave. You can stack it on top. You're going to lose life for this one, but you can get it back right away, and other things out of your graveyard too if you wish, or have enough life to do so. We also have Seagate Restoration, just a big fat, lose 7, I'll draw a bunch of cards. Breach the Multiverse, lose 7, I'll go get 2 creatures out of the graveyards and go to town. And then Peer into the Abyss, they can lose 7, lose half their life on top of that, or we can lose half our life and load our hand back up and just be like, yeah, we're just going to stack all this crap on top and throw it at your face. And then all the black and blue lands you can get at. I also have a Zalfrin Void in here for the Scry effect. That's the deck. I hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll talk about it after the gameplay. Tyvar the Bellicose. Alright, well, I might be getting my butt kicked for this, because I played that deck to great effect a few weeks back, so... Yeah, we'll try this. We'll start off with the Temple of Deceit. I'll keep that. Vile Duplication's always good. Because what's better than one commander but 2? Let's go ahead and put that into Foretell. Just for now, because we're probably going to have to use the removal to get rid of Tyvar. Or some other particularly nasty elf, because there's quite a few of those. Now let's go ahead and drop the Relic. And then we can... Yeah, we'll pass the turn. We can consider on their turn. Tap land. Okay. Alright. I mean, getting hit for 1 damage is not the scariest thing in the world. We're gonna dunk that. I don't want to take a ton of extra damage, plus I want the land. Let's go ahead and play this. The only reason I'm okay with playing that without any lands up, so we're going to put that back on top, and I'm going to put a land on top of it. Or do I want to put... We'll put a land back on top of the deck. But I'm going to actually put the Pier on top. So I get the feeling they might have a removal spell at this point. But I can still tap the Hidetsugu to make a mana for this. Or if they decide to swing with the Deathbloom Gardener, I could always just stick this in front of it. Okay, they'll have Death Touchers. Either way, doesn't matter. Oh, crap. I just got janked so hard. Oh, damn it. Alright. Man, that's a kick in the pants. I wonder if it clones as the elk or if it clones as itself. Alright, we'll keep the unscrewed up one. Let's put a pier back on top. And put... Trying to think of what I want to put back on top. I think it's going to be the watery grave. Alright, so we're going to stack this way again this time. And we're going to... Oh, I forgot I could do this. We're not going to do it yet, though. Let's see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeve, because I can flash air tie in. I can do poison the cup. Okay. Trying to figure out what they're up to. Okay. We'll do this. Urtai can come in, destroy. No. He can go back to command zone. He'll come back next time. Not too worried just yet. Alright, so we have that on top of the deck. So let's do the Irenicus's Vile Duplication. It'll give me a token copy. We're going to put the pier back into the top of the deck alongside this. Let's do it like this. Play the island. Play the signet. And then I'm going to pass the turn. I do have the poison the cup. I do have them probably trying to replay Tyvar and swinging in on us with a Death Toucher, and I could always just stick both of the Hidetsugus in front of it, or I could stick Urtai and the live Hidetsugu up. Okay, so they're doing an exile. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna poison the cup. Yes, I want to destroy my own creature. So we're going to put that one down. Yep. And we're going to zap you for half your life. Yes, they're going to get a bunch of cards, but I don't care. That worked out pretty good, because I just added that to the deck, because I was like, I accidentally mistook that you could cast anything off of the trigger, and it's actually only good for instants and sorceries. Okay. Well, whatever cunning stunt I'm going to come up with needs to happen faster. It doesn't matter what I got going on. Because that is a lot of big stuff. I'm just going to put Undying Malice on Hidetsugu, tapping him. So if they decide they want to swing, I will gladly stick Hidetsugu in front of something. Yeah, I'll take a land. Why not? Let's go get a swamp. Why am I getting punished for this crap? They're the one taking their freaking time. I mean, they got a clutch full of cards that I just gave them, so now they got to go through. I think that's what's happening, is they got to figure out what to do with their stuff before the phases end. Okay, I'm gonna stick the Hidetsugu in front of the Boreal Outrider. Thanks, have a nice day. Now it's gonna come back. Decline, because I screw this up so many times. You do not want to do that. Oh, wow, we get both. Okay, I'll stick both of them on top. I'll make sure the Quasi's on top, so we can duplicate Hidetsugu and then shoot them in the face with the Alrund's Epiphany, and then take the extra turn. And then we can flash back the Quasi-duplicate the next turn with the Jumpstart ability. But yeah, when it comes to the feigned death effects and the kind of things it says when it dies, it comes back, don't put it back to the command zone. I have been so click happy in the past where I'm like, oh yeah, go ahead and put it back to post, and it's like, oh, and then it loses track of the spell and you don't get it back. So yeah, that's a little thing to get used to. And now they gotta go through, I'm gonna discard all this. I think we can, I think we can just kill them without the other. All I gotta do is hit them with Hidetsugu and Kairi and then dupe it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Dupe it. Keep the original. And then, yeah, we're going to shoot you in the face with an Alrund's Epiphany. That is how I expect the deck to freaking work. I like it. Xanathar. Alright, well, we got us a Dimir Showdown. Let's see what happens. I like this if I can get Hidetsugu and Kairi online, because then I can quasi-duplicate. But yeah, the rest of this is kind of very middling. I might actually just turn one Zalfern Void. No, I better not do that. Alright, we'll play the Ornithopter. That's good. That accelerates us a turn. So we can get if we get a free Alrund's off the top of the deck, that would be sweet. Oh, come on. Freaking removal decks. Alright. So we're gonna play the Omen on turn, get the Ornithopter back, replay the Ornithopter. We're just gonna make them keep doing it. Alright, drop the Zalfern Void. Let's see what's on top. Seagate. I'll keep that on top. Let's play Hidetsugu and Kairi. Now they might have a counterspell at this point. Of course. Of course. Alright. Any non-land permanent. Alright. Well, I might use my Clever Impersonator to copy their Xanathar. Or I just kill the Xanathar. I mean, I think I just killed a Xanathar. Out of sheer annoyance. And then let's go ahead and do Woe Strider. Sounds like a solid plan. And we'll pass. mean, if I'm making them waste all this time trying to get stuff down, I'm okay with that. And if they want to burn another removal spell on the Woe Strider, be my guest. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and activate that. We'll sack the goat. And Rise is decent. I'll keep... Do I keep that? Yeah, I think I keep that because that way if they decide to counter Hidetsugu and Kairi again, I can at least get it, just let it go to the grave and bring it back, or try to bring it back. Either their Mind Stone or another spell in their hand is holding priority right now because... Oh, God. Sorry, I keep bumping my mic. Alright, we're gonna have to play this as a land. It can enter tapped. I'm not gonna shoot myself with it. And then... What do I do with that? I guess let's use Quasi-Duplicate on the Thopter. I mean, they could kill the Thopter in response, or just counter the Quasi, but I mean, it's... Actually, cancel. Let's tap it for a blue. Sack it. We'll scry. I don't mind the Glasspool Mimic. I think we'll keep that on top. Resolve that. That won't do anything. We'll use that mana that I pulled up to put the Alruns into Foretell for now. They've spent a great deal of time, you know, countering and killing stuff. You know what's funny is I'm just gonna go ahead and copy that with the Clever Impersonator, I think. That's like, I'll just copy it and kill the Gear Hulk with the Gear Hulk. And then I'm gonna play this as a land. But unfortunately, we're too short on mana with them killing Hidetsugu. It's just the kill everything show. Holy hell. Okay. We are still screwed for mana. Alright, we're gonna pay the Phyrexian cost on this. Auto pay. I'll just copy their Mind Stone. Yeah, see, they didn't break it in response. They should have broke it, but they didn't. We actually have enough in the graveyard to escape the Woe Strider, which is kind of funny. Alright. We can now replay Hidetsugu and Kairi. It's like, do I do that? Yeah. Because how does this work? At the beginning of you choose opponent. You may look at the top card. You may play the top card as though it were mana of any color to cast it. I'm going to use Rise from the Grave, and I'm going to kill Xanathar again. Like, just seriously, go away. It's like, I can't use Hidetsugu and Kairi to, like, stack my deck like that, because it would just get messy. Another kill spell? Like, really? I kind of want to keep that because of the mana deficiencies we've had. Oh, there's a Spark Double. Alright, let's try playing Hidetsugu and Kairi again. Let's see what we get off the top. Oh my god, it's so bad. Like, that is horrifically bad. It's just not right. Alright, we're gonna put that like that because they've been so kill happy that at least I'd get something out of it if they blasted him out. I just don't want to. I don't want to exile the Spark Double. The Spark Double is just too powerful. All right. Well, shoot. Again. Like seriously, this is crap. Same drill. Play this. It doesn't do me any good to do that. Alright, I'm gonna play the Woe Strider. I'm gonna exile 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 4. Not that. That. Alright. We have goats. Alright. I'm hoping that I can dig a little deeper into the deck, because man, if we don't, these, like, now we're getting lands and it's bricking our ability to use that stuff. I'm gonna sack that to the Woe Strider just to prevent them from getting the stuff. We're gonna scry that off. And I think I'm gonna sack the goat too. I want to make sure that there's something good coming off of that trigger. Meh. Get out of here. It's like they just got. It's like they got it, and it's like whoopie-doo. My turn. Oh. Well, we got a Helm of the Host, which is fun. That's actually one of the first times I've gotten that with this particular deck. Move to combat. Let's get another Hidetsugu up here. Let's put the Burnished Heart back on top of the deck, along with a Swamp. We'll leave those on top. Everybody in the pool. I mean, I have no better reason not to. I know I'm giving them a card, but they're going to take 10 for the trouble. Resolving. We'll play that, and then in turn. So I have 2 clones in hand. Alright, sack the token. Scry that away. Sack Hidetsugu and Kairi. We'll put them back to post. No. Crap. The Undercover Operative is not going to do us any good right now. Rats. Oh, you. Alright. Come on. Give me something. I've copied so many. Oh my god, are you serious? It's like I've copied so many of these things. It's like there's no way, no reason for this to just be like, meh. Alright, I'm only putting that on top so if they kill that, I can do it. And I have a Brainstorm in hand so I can draw and put the thing back on top if I need to. So if they kill Hidetsugu, they die because the Mirror Hall Mimic is sitting on top. I mean, I'm gonna block it. I mean, one way or the other, unless they have an exile spell, they're dead there. Finally, things finally worked out after all those land brickings. Ziatora. Haven't seen that one in a bit. She's a handful. 2 extra turn spells in hand. Okay. It's workable. I wish I had some lower mana rocks to kind of accelerate into the bigger mana rock. Let's... They might have some discard. Let's put that thing in Foretell. As much as I like hanging on to the spells, whenever I see black mana, I'm kind of scared. Let's drop that. Because I see far too many players running Thought Seizes and Duresses and crap for my liking sometimes. That's the new one, right? Yeah. Combat damage requires Surveil 1. So if it's a land, they get to get a free land basically. That's pretty good actually, as long as it can get through. My bet is that'll get better when Ixalan comes back around. I think that's in like December or something like that. Alright, we're at 4 mana, no discernible thing to do right now, so let's just go ahead and do this. Keeps Surveil Boy from coming through, and if they decide to do it, I'll just block it. Block of the goats. Bye, goat. Word's interesting, but not really what I need right now. I need land. Okay. Well, they didn't get their Surveil, and I got Descry, so that's pretty good. Well, I got a land, but it's a tap land. We're going to keep that on top because, yeah. Let's just go ahead and get that back. It's one of the few reasons why I run Phyrexian Reclamation, is so I can either get stuff like that back that I've been sacrificing, or I get the Hidetsugu and Kairi, and that's going to suck because then they can get the Ghost Rider out of my hand. That... yeah. Well, that's a kick. Land. Oh, that's right. I scried into that. That was a dumb thing. Alright, we're just going to do this for 3. Nuke their board. We'll start anew. Don't oops me. Alright. Yes, rather than take the hits, let them surveil and do a bunch of other stupid crap, I was just like, yeah, we're just gonna get rid of the board. I could have Gilded Lotus and set up for a later turn, but it's not worth letting them get out because it looks like they might be shorted on land. I'm not sure. There's Juji. Now this begs the question, what do I do with that? I could just play Hidetsugu and Kairi. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Breach and Sundering. And we'll put Breach on top, because if they use some way of killing Hidetsugu and Kairi, or they, like, I can't block it because it's got Menace, so there's no way to block it out. But if they do some way to kill Hidetsugu and Kairi, I can get the free shot across the bow. Now they can use that to steal one of my clones, which if they do it right, they need to take the Clever Impersonator, not the Spark Double. Oh, they just went ahead and took the Woe Strider. Okay. Sure. Okay. So yeah, this next turn is going to be kind of funny. So what we're going to do is we're going to swing for 5. We're going to Clever Impersonator. We're going to clone the Hidetsugu and Kairi. We're going to keep the original. Let that one die. We're going to cast the Temporal Sundering, targeting me, of course. And we're going to bounce their... I don't know. We're going to bounce something back to their hand. It's too bad we didn't have to get to play that out, but I was like, yeah, it's like they just lost the 6. I was gonna bounce probably their Junji back to their hand. I was gonna then have the next turn. I probably would have hit something good, or I just could have just spark doubled, or I could have just, if I hit a land, I could have just Outrun's Epiphany and took another turn and hit them for lethal anyways. So, oh, the new Danitha. All right. So they have it's another aura type deck where you get to recast the auras out of the graveyard. I think I've played this guy before. The name looks familiar. Yeah, we'll keep this because the Burnished Heart's actually pretty good here. We'll play this tapped. And if I see a mana dork, I gotta feed this one with its name written all over it. Alright, that's good. Light-Paws. Oh, that's dying, like, right now. I hate that card so bad. If you see a Light-Paws, you do not hesitate. Kill that damn thing. Because every time I've had anybody ever play that thing against me, it has gotten to the size of a house and just wrecked my face. It's like that's the last thing I need is for them to just start chaining auras onto that damn thing. Alright, so we got that. So we're at Hidetsugu and Kairi already. Let's go ahead and do that. I mean, they might have exile removal, but it is what it is. Ooh, Metamorph. Can't cast Invasion off of that, which is a big problem, but I want to keep the Invasion of Fiora. Let's put the Gilded Lotus and the... Actually, let's put the Gilded Lotus and the Invasion on top. I will leave the Lotus underneath as the dinger when we do the Phyrexian Metamorph. Okay. So they have a mix of equipment. Attack. Ooh, dang. Okay, okay, it gives them lifelink. Oh, okay. We're gonna take the hit. I gotta come up with some options, though. Alright, let's do... So I can blow my own thing up if I want. So what does that do? At the beginning of combating your turn, it gets +X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Well, I probably should just use Airtie to blow that up, to be perfectly honest. Let's go ahead and swing with Hidetsugu and Kairi. And we're going to have to wait. I have to have the 4 mana up. I have to keep them from getting a huge Danitha, smacking us and gaining the life back, and also putting us close to death. It's just like, no. Destroy you. I could have countered the trigger, but I didn't feel it was worth messing around with. Do you have another land? That is the question. Well, it's a tap land, though. Do they have the option? My brain, I'm like, did I start this game? I can't remember. Okay, I did start. So they can recast. Oh, no, they're just going to play the other one. Okay. And that's fine, because we can actually Phyrexian Metamorph and kill Danitha. I mean, go ahead and pay the life. Please, go ahead. Alright. So, let's see here. And his thing destroys creatures or planeswalkers. So I can't, like, really just juggle that out. Alright, so we're going to do full mana. Airtie. We're going to keep the original. We're going to destroy this. We're swinging for full. End turn. Alright, so state-based effects don't allow me to use the Feigned Death before the other thing goes away. So, that's fine. I was testing that out because I was questioning that earlier if I could do that, and the answer is no, you can't. Oh, do be careful. Please. I was hoping they would pay the life to equip it. All right. Man, it's like I don't have like anything I can like do some of this crap with. It's like killing her kills Hidetsugu and Airtie, leaves me kind of sitting there holding my hands. I think I just got to sit back on Hidetsugu because I'm probably going to have to stick him in front of Danitha here. Or we can just get ourselves blown straight the hell up because, yeah, that's protected. Shite. Yeah. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. There ain't a damn thing I can do about it right now. I'm gonna have to use the invasion and kill her, probably. I mean, I don't want to do that, but what am I gonna do? I definitely don't want that thing getting put back on her, because that is like, Oh, don't tell me you got a Swords to Plowshares. Okay. Let's swing with Hidetsugu and Kairi. Take that 5 chunk out of them. Let's put the Feigned Death on Hidetsugu and Kairi. Invasion of Fiora. Let's nuke the world. Decline, because I want to make sure it comes back. I don't know what's on top of my deck. Not what we need. Wow. That's some absolute butt on top of my deck, though. Let's see. Is it 1, 2, 3? Crap. I guess stick those back on top. And then play a land. It's like, God, I don't want to hurt myself anymore because all I need is for them to draw something that has like a haste granting or something, and I'm just screwed. Well, she's back. I'm not hitting that, I'm hitting you. So what are they looking at? Because they have no mana. They keep just looking at everything. Okay. Like, I know what's on top of my deck. So we're going to scry away here. Junk, junk. I'm going to hit them for 6. I'm just like, can I pull this out of my butt? I'm going to play the helmet. I'm going to end the turn. Probably should have shot that before that, but I want them to waste their mana on equipping the sword. Because if they have a protection spell, I'm just screwed anyways. Alright. We're okay for the moment. All I need is to survive this turn with Hidetsugu and Kairi intact. Jeez. Whew, that took a lot of killing. Like, what is their commander at anyway? She's a 3-drop and she's had 4 mana, no, 6 mana at it. So that was like the 3rd or 4th time I've killed it. Sheoldred, alright. I'm actually going to keep this hand because we have the mana rock and we have ways of killing their stuff or countering in Urtai's case. And we're fine. We'll set this to black because I got a lot of blue in my hand. It's a blood artist. I'm not too concerned there. Let's do a foretell just in case I have a black. Plus this makes them think I have like Aurons out there. That's fine. So it looks like they're running some kind of like aristocrat style deck where they just sack stuff over and over again and it does stuff for them. So let's go ahead and drop Hidetsugu and Kairi. I'm not too concerned yet. Let's put Bond of Revival on top along with the Mimic. We'll make sure the Bond is on top because I get the feeling they have a removal spell of some sort in hand. Case in point. Decline, let it go. So I get a free Bond of Revival and I get to bring it back. Which is the whole idea behind the deck. Is to just keep bouncing him around. Alright, we'll put the True Polymorph on top along with the Mirror Hall Mimic again. And we'll actually put the True on top. Sure, I think. No. No. They spent their turn doing that. I want that the other way. It's like, I had to think about that for a second. That's not the way I want that. True Polymorph, I would turn... I can't... Like, I don't have another creature out to do anything with. So let's use... Let's use Urtai Resurrected. And let's get rid of their Blood Artist. This also gives us a second creature to keep Sheoldred from eating Hidetsugu. We do have a Brainstorm in hand, so we can kind of pull and bend stuff around as we need to. They looked at Hidetsugu, so I think they have another direct removal spell. We'll see. If they don't, I have clones. And I'm not afraid to use them. Okay, there's Sheoldred, so Urtai is gonna bite it. And I'm okay with that. So, what am I gonna do here? And that's fine. I thought about sacking the Hidetsugu and Kairi, but I want to keep things going, but I'd have to, I don't know, like, I don't have any way of making the true polymorph, unless I use the true polymorph to turn their Sheoldred into a morbid opportunist. Which, I mean, is a fun thing to do, but... let's brainstorm so we can kind of see what's going on. Oh my god. Let's put the true polymorph back on top. And put a swamp back up there. Put the true on top. Let's clone Hidetsugu and Kairi. We'll keep the original. And I'm okay with that. I get this. I'm gonna go... You become you. Okay. So let's put the Mimic and the Spark Double back on top. I want it this way because if they kill Kairi and Hidetsugu this turn, it doesn't matter. Because then they just take 4. I wish I had another 6-drop. Because then I could have just killed them outright. Because I could have just done the Feed the Swarm on my Hidetsugu. Took the ding to the face, and then it could have killed them. Okay, well, they're going to take 4 for this. Take action, because I don't have any way of getting it back. Probably use Poison the Cup on the non-Sheoldred opportunist. That way I can scry. They didn't like me messing with their head over there. Nahiri Forged in Fire. This is the first time I've come up against this one, I think. I might have come up against it one other time. We'll try this because this is the first time I'm using Oracle of the Alpha, and I only have that because of the scry ability on there. So we'll give it a whirl. And hey, good news, I figured out why I kept smacking my freaking mic. The clamp on it came loose while I was recording, and I was like, why is it dipping down? And then all of a sudden the whole mic stand fell over, and it's like, it's because it was up in my face and falling forward. So we got that fixed. Let's play Vantress, because that is going to come in tapped. I don't have a guaranteed island for that one. And we'll set this to blue, because we have a bunch of blue in our hand. Keep the lands a-coming. Let's do the Burnished Heart. I may come to regret that. We'll figure that out. I thought about doing the Oracle of the Alpha because I have yet to cast it. I've kind of like, I don't want to use this spell. It's annoying. Alright, we're going to do that because I want Hidetsugu and Kairi. Wow. God, some of these have been so bad. Alright, we got Temporal Sundering, and I'm going to put the Consider on top, too. Only for the fact that I don't want to have issues. Like, if they have, like, a way to blast this for 4, I at least have a way to get the trigger off of it and get a little damage and a free spell off of it. Alright, so... I could play the Woe Strider and sack Hidetsugu and Kairi and then blast them, but then I don't get to cast this because I cannot cast it if I don't have a legendary out. So that's kind of problematic, to say the least. So let's drop Shipwreck Marsh, and let's go ahead and do the Oracle of the Alpha. I know it's going to shuffle things into the deck, but it is what it is. And then let's go ahead and drop the Woe Strider, because we can. Alright. So we have options in terms of scrying into something if they decide to try to wipe the board right now. As long as it's not an exile. If it's Sunfall, I get to curate. A little bit. Alright. Heroes Heirloom. Trample and Haste. Wow. Okay. That's something. It's not lifelink, though. I'll take the hit. Not too scared. That's kind of scary, though. Alright. Drop Bazel from Void. What's on top? Feed the Swarm. Okay. So that's a way to get rid of Nahiri. So let's send everybody but the goat and the Burnish Heart. Let's keep those back. Leave that be. And then let's go ahead and do Undercover Operative. Copy this. Keep the original. Or I should have kept the original. That was dumb of me. And that's fine. Let's kill Feed. Or use Feed to kill Nahiri. Wow. That's just... that's annoying. Okay. Put those back. Put Treasure Map on top. Play the Sapphire. Just to keep mana up. Cross my fingers. I do have the Malakir Rebirth, so I can do some, like, a little bit of juggling of things. Alright, she's back with a 7 mana, or 7 damage swing. Alright. Do I do it? Pass to blockers. No blocks. We'll take the hit. We can't do anything about it anyways. I don't like what's on top of my deck anyways. So let's just go ahead and use the Burnish Heart to shuffle that crap out of the way. We'll go get 2 islands because we're kind of short blue a little bit. And then I'm going to consider... I want to see what's in the deck. There's a Breach on top. Okay. Swing everything, including the goat? We'll leave that on top, because if they have some weird way of killing it, I don't know. I was like, what's going on here? They actually played it out. That's okay. I feel you. Okay. We'll keep this. I'm going to drop the swamp. Islands. Yeah, we're just gonna kill Light-Paws. I do not like that freaking commander. I don't like that card, period. Hopefully we don't get hosed on land so we can use air tie. Okay, good. We did not. so nothing to clone, don't cast. So we have Urtai. They'll recast Light-Paws. I'll smash it with Urtai or counter it. In this case, they didn't cast anything, so I'm okay with that. I'm going to go ahead and play my Solemn and get another land out. Get another blue? Yeah, I think so. Alright. So then we'll have Urtai, because if they, they spend the 4 mana and maybe get one other thing on there. Oh, interesting. They didn't recast it. Alright, we're going to play Hidetsugu and Kairi. Because I do have a River's Rebuke in hand. Ooh, and there's a quasi-duplicate. So let's put the Rebuke and the Vile Dupe back in my hand. Or back in my hand, back on the deck. So let's do that. And I'll play the land and swing. So if they Wrath the board, they're going to lose 4. Do I want that in the yard? No, I got to have it out of the yard because I don't have a resurrection spell. So I'll go ahead and clone my Simulacrum. Take action. I don't care about the Rebuke getting shuffled. Let's go get a swamp, because we got an island on that last one. We need more mana to able to recast Hidetsugu, which that's what we're going to do right now. Get. Nothing big. No, don't put Urtai back up there. Let's put the Feed the Swarm and the Quasi-Duplicate. So I want the feed on top, the Quasi-Duplicate up on the in the mid there. Swing for 4. So if they kill Hidetsugu again, I can use the feed on something if they decide to try to do that kind of stuff. Otherwise, they can just lose the 2 damage or 2 life. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and swing for what is that? 9. Okay. Urtai, do your thing. Say no. Oh, I can see why blue mages love this crap. It's like, oh, no, I don't like you doing that. Inferno of the Star Mounts. Alright, Mono Red Dragon. Sure. We'll try this. Do this. I don't need it giving me weird things for him. And we'll go ahead and just do the Omen of the Sea. Let's see what's going on up top. Do need more mana, and Ashnod's Intervention is not a bad card, but I don't really need it. Go ahead and play this tap. We're playing against a red deck. We don't need to burn ourselves. So we'll play that tapped. Because I don't know what else they're playing in that deck. Oh, well, they have ways of giving all their stuff haste, so we know that much. I'm almost tempted to steal that, but that's ones I control. But then I could have a 3-mana burn spell, and then I just waste my Metamorph. Screw it. We gonna do it. If they have a burn spell, then, you know, whatever. It's not a burn spell pointed at my stuff. That's important. Alright, let's get Hidetsugu down. Oh, Crux of Fate. And the Breach. So let's put the Breach and the Crux back on top. I'm just looking. Okay, I have clones in hand, so Breach can go second. The Crux is just an emergency. Like, if they decide to kill him next turn, then I can just fire off the Crux and kill their Tuk Rebel Fort, and then they lose their haste on whatever else they have going on. But then I have Quasi-Duplicate and Mirror Image. And I can do 2 of them next turn, which is the best part. Wild has a counter. Prevent that damage. I'll take the hit. I'm not that concerned. Alright. So, Zelfrin Void. Well, no, I don't want to do Zelfrin Void. Let's do Underground River. Let's go ahead and do the Mirror Image. We're doing this first main because then I can actually attack with whatever I get off of that Breach. This might just kill them outright. Ooh, Spark Double. And opponent's graveyard is nothing. Okay. That's a fat load of suck. This and this back on top. Just like that. This and this back on top. Just like that. Quasi-Duplicate on the non-legendary. Leave them like that. Smash. Bye. Okay, the clones did their thing that game. So what'd you guys think? This was a lot different than what I'm used to doing. I don't play a lot of blue in Magic, and this was actually quite fun. Once I actually figured out how to tweak the deck a little bit, make some adjustments to it, and just kind of go, okay, let's get some big spells in here. It's freaking hilarious sitting there going, okay, let's bounce Kairi, and then just, trying to kill it to get it to come back right away and do this and do it. And sometimes you can get multiple triggers off of it and just, clone it, sack this. There's just so many things that this deck can do. It's kind of fun. Now, that said, there are some major weaknesses. Rush decks will not let you get set up in time. You're going to get run over. Again, I'm not sure what to do about that. I don't know if it just means running more mass removal or more single target removal. Like anybody that's playing any kind of rush deck just ran me over today when I was messing around with this stuff. You're also going to get basically hosed by anybody who's running a ton of removal, especially exile removal, because you're not going to get the death trigger off of Hidetsugu and Kairi. So you kind of have to balance it out of, like, if you're getting hosed, just scoop it up and move on to the next game. You're going to have more fun with the deck if you have more of a fair chance of getting it to do the things that it does. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the deck. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.